Let's go. Why don't you just bring it to the table? Why don't you just bring it to the table? With Angela C Harden. So whatever the problem is, just bring it to the table. Why don't you just bring it to the table? Bring it to the table. With Angela C Harden. So whatever the problem is, just bring it to the table. Why don't you just bring it to the table? With Angela C Harden. So whatever the problem is, just bring it to the table. Why don't you just bring it to the table? Bring it to the table. With Angela C Harden. So whatever the problem is, just bring it to the table. Come on.
Blessings. We said blessings to you. Amen. And we welcome you to bring it to the table. Real talk with Angela C Harden. I'm excited. The time has come. Amen. And I am so excited. Yes. And I want to thank each of you for being a part of the debut. That's right. This is the very first Bring It to the Table Real Talk right here on WEZO 1230 The Blaze. And I just want y'all to let's give ourselves a hand. How about that? Awesome. Are you excited about what's happening here today?
I am very, very excited about what's happening here today because we already know that it needs to be done. So simply because it needs to be done and we have been chosen for the opportunity to go ahead and execute, yes, I am really, really excited.
Are you excited about what's taking place?
I am, because in this hour we need to have some means of expressing ourselves. I think we have a whole lot of issues and a whole lot of things that are just pent up. And I think it's causing a lot of frustration and a lot of discord, and so I believe that this will give people an opportunity to express themselves.
Social media, when we look at social media, man, social media is nothing like it used to be 10 years ago, 5 years ago. We're so connected to social media and to what's out there until it's controlling our mindset. And I think that's dangerous.
Everybody's looking on the computer, everybody's looking down at the phone, and so in families we get kind of separated because of it. But we can't blame social media for it.
I was out eating, and I'm out eating quite often, and I see families at a table, and everybody at that table are on their tablets or cell phone. It blew my mind. I'm like, I can't believe this. Everybody on social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. And it's dinner time. It's time for the family to relax and eat dinner and talk about, hey, baby, how was your day?
Even in school, they are on their phones when they're not supposed to be. So social media has taken a huge turn in our society, and it could either help you or hurt you.
Wow.
You can hide behind social media if that's the type of person that you are, but you can also use it for a positive. That's why, again, I say it's a bittersweet technology. It's not going away. It's more and more things are going to social media. It's how we use it.
Or even a bullying. Mm-hmm. A bullying mechanism, not just on a kid level, but even adults bully. Right. Believe that or not. Mm-hmm. So it could be used for either way, or as an empowerment tool to help educate people and share information that needs to be shared, and not just in your local area, but nationally and nationwide. So it could be a very good thing. It just depends on how it's being utilized and the person that's utilizing it.
You can get engrossed and lost in just scrolling through your Facebook post, and your intentions may have been to spend 5, 10, 15 minutes, and 2 hours later,
wow,
you're still looking at what people put up.
But anyway, I don't want us to just stay with social media. These are just some of the topics that we're going to be dealing with. We also, let's go back to the state of the black community. What's our strength when we look at our black community? Let's talk about the strengths right quick. Give me one word that you all can think of, maybe one or two.
Tenacity.
Tenacity.
History. There isn't another group of people on the face of the earth with that history like that. And if we cherish it, nourish it, pull it out of the dunes, it's hidden, it's buried.
Woo!
It's buried for a reason.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so are we talking about our real history?
Talking about our real history.
This real talk.
It's real talk.
Come on.
Are we talking about the alternate that we were taught in school?
Well, I mean, listen.
Oh boy.
You know what? Sometimes you can go to the alternate and find some good stuff in there. I taught history for a season, and you can go down in there and you can pull some good stuff out of the stuff in the books that they wrote. But
hey, y'all, welcome to Real Talk, baby. Real Talk. That's what I'm talking about. Go with it.
But we need to go on and get the real history, amen, and begin to teach that, amen. It's unstoppable. It's limitless. And
I would
powerful.
say
Yes.
the word I would like to use is endurance. Endurance. Because we are a people of endurance.
Because we've had to endure.
Oh, and the new.
Survival. We've survived some things. Man,
Yes.
and some of us, at surviving right at the break, we almost about to give up, or almost about to throw in the towel, almost about to fall down, but we're surviving it because we didn't go there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was something that held us together, and I believe when we look at our history, we see that.
We're the only ones where our history is covered over, and it's just sort of put in the background. It's so that you won't be empowered, so that you won't have the endurance. See, if we look at other peoples, they know their history and they see where they have been, where they came from,
and they're taught their history.
They're taught it, and they live it.
They live it
every day.
Yes, and they remind themselves. Wait a minute. This that ain't you, but this is you. See, and sometimes
Identity.
Glory, identity. Sometimes we need to understand. We might not know who we are, even as a people, but we ought to know who we not. I like to say it like this: who we ain't.
I think it was Dr. Wilson that wrote the book, the Miseducation of the Negro. And as I read that and I look into it, it wasn't only a miseducation of the Negro, but there was a miseducation of America. And so through that miseducation, our identity has been lost. But if it's lost, that means it's still there, and we just need to re-educate ourselves to find it, so that we can connect to our identity. And when you talk about our community, that's one of the problems. We have an identity crisis.
Yes.
And so that identity crisis, it manifests itself in employment, it manifests itself in our health, it manifests itself in our education, it manifests itself in the social justice, as well as our civil involvement.
Yes.
And so we really need to know who we are and whose we are.
Amen. It's okay to not know the purpose to a degree, but when you don't know the purpose of a thing, you abuse it. There's a purpose for social media. There's a purpose for everything. We need to learn the purpose so we don't abuse social media, so we don't abuse each other. Amen. That's why we get spousal abuse, child abuse, because we don't know the purpose. So as I close today, and we got to get out of here, I want to thank you all so much for joining us for our debut, for bringing it to the table, Real Talk with Angela C Harden. Remember, know the purpose of it so you won't abuse it, all right? We'll see you on next Tuesday right here, same time, same station, Real Talk. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.